you just want to keep going, I think we're good.
So what I'm hearing is that whenever we are done with the live stream and we edit this to leave it on the channel, we just cut out up until right now.
Yes.
None of this, nothing before this even happened.
Yeah.
Can whoever's in the chat pretend that this is the start?
Anthony said, Joseph, hi.
And who?
Anthony.
Maybe that's my brother.
Anthony Causey.
Oh, what up, dude? That's my friend. I know him. Fun fact, he's the only person I've ever been to Panera with who is not my wife. He has also probably seen me the angriest I've ever been at someone.
Oh, shit.
Maybe. It's a fun story. But essentially it was, when at all possible, I don't like things to be late. You know, with something like this, we're so new to it, like, it's fine. Hopefully you guys are fine. But, yeah, this one dude was, like, super late to an old job. So, it was fun. Thanks for coming to my home, everybody. If you're chiming in with a Haven't You People Ever Heard Of, my new album came out today. It's called For the Sake of You. Originally, I was going to call it Modal Setbacks, which is a very silly music pun. And then I decided that it needed a name that was worth more than that. And a YouTuber that I was watching said the phrase For the Sake of You, and I was like, that sounds way better and makes way more sense for what this is supposed to be. Are we better?
Yeah, I'm just standing.
So, if people want to hear the first two tracks that I played again, I could redo them later, especially if we just started. But the next tune that I'm going to do is All Blues by Miles Davis. It's off of Kind of Blue, which is like the highest selling jazz record of all time. It's super cool. Christy bought me a copy. So yeah, this is All Blues, and I'm gonna do the thing that I really like listening to, which is whenever like a solo musician plays something that's supposed to be, you know, played by a band essentially. It's fun to see how someone, in my opinion, like takes what's supposed to be a huge sum of things and then just brings it down to its most basic idea. So, this is All Blues by Miles Davis. A man of many words.
Well, I said I can't wait to hear this with a glass of wine tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be fun to have with John. Whenever we were rehearsing, again, it was really cool to see like how to move in and out of not having like essentially like a saxophonist and a pianist and all of that good stuff. But very very fun, very good times. What do I want to do next? I'm not gonna do the album in order because that's boring.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, dude.
Yeah.
This is your stream in your house.
If people have questions about the album or the making of the album or about anything else that they might want to know about the artistic process or my current progress on reading Lord of the Rings, any of that kind of stuff, the only two things going on right now.
Can I ask questions?
Do you have a question? Yeah.
Why'd you choose bass for this album?
Oh yeah, so for this album,
Yes.
I've always wanted to do an album that is like solo bass. I have just a need to make thing or not want do thing. Yeah, and so for people who didn't go to music school or don't know anyone who went to music school, at the end of every semester, your big like performance exam is called a jury, and then your biggest one is called a barrier. And for my barrier, I wanted to do 2 pieces that didn't have like pianist backing or anything, so 2 like completely unaccompanied pieces, and they were some of the hardest pieces that I had learned up to that point, and they were bonkers. But I've always just really liked solo musicians, like people who are just going off. I reference him all the time, but I have to because he's so inspirational. But Hamza Eldin, the oud player from Nubia, was a huge inspiration. Francois Rabath, who I'm about to play one of his pieces and is like the bass guy, was hugely inspirational for that as well. So I've always wanted to do it, but because it's the one that I've studied the most, I guess, I'm so much more critical of my playing than like on guitar. So my friend Marcos Morales, who he produced the single Orchid, which is an upright bass single, and then he recorded some songs with me that we didn't release. Like, he recorded the first version of Ceilings, which I'll play after the Rabath one, but my playing was just not up to snuff, and I was like, we can't put this out. He was like, sure, whatever. So, yeah, the bottom line is just like I kept putting it off because I was worried that I wouldn't like my playing. But if you don't do something, you never will.
Yes.
So that's kind of.
Agree.
And then we recorded it in a week, so like it was 3 days. We recorded 3 separate days in 1 week. So yeah.
Oh, another question. Joseph feet pics. When are those coming?
I can't hide the truth.
I just realized you're barefoot.
Please subscribe to my Patreon for to see these dogs barking.
Yeah.
So this next one is the first piece that I ever learned by one of my favorite all-time bass players. His name's Francois Rabath. If anyone who's watching this has hung out with me, they know I'm going to talk about Rabath. I'm not apologizing. He makes life better. So this is Ode de España. It's the last track off the record, and it's inspired by flamenco playing, which you'll see. shredding. Robot be shredding.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I have learned a whole bunch of his pieces, but I've only played a few of them live. The first piece that I ever heard of his is called Crazy Course. And it's just like a really crazy fast, like drums and upright tune. And I tried to learn it whenever I was younger and I couldn't play it. But we're gonna play it tomorrow. So it's been 8 years between learning that this piece existed and finally trying to play it in front of humans.
Where are you playing tomorrow?
Yeah, so the album release show is at the Wine Therapist in Dallas. Our friends Iggy Meggy are gonna be opening. Really, they should be headlining, but they're homies, and it's my album show, so it's fine. But they're wonderful. Even if you are not a solo upright bass fan, your life will be better knowing that Iggy Meggy exists. The individual people and the music, just really, really great times. Yeah, come hang out. I'll be screaming at people and throwing wares.
What kind of wares?
We have posters from the shoot for the album that my friend Ryan Lackey from High Intensity Photons did. So if you like all these photos of me sitting on a couch with Vita, you can have one in your house.
Who's Vita?
Vita's my bass. I like you're helping me. I have such a tendency to just not give enough information. So this is Vita. This is Vita. She's a nice lady. We've been working together for like 13 years or something at this point. And she's gotten gradual modifications, like this end pin design, which was originally by Rabath and a French luthier that helps with balance and also with resonance. It's very cool. And then I also will shout out my teachers at this time. So Dr. Unziker, who was my college instructor and helped me just with many things beyond just playing. He showed me the importance of having a schedule and losing some of my ego, but also still being very curious. He's just great. He's an awesome dude, and I love him. And then the first postgraduate instructor, I take lessons with him every once in a while, but his name's Austin Llewellyn. He plays with the Kinetic Ensemble in Houston, along with all sorts of different groups in other places, but he's wonderful. He helped me really make sense of how to play with one of these end pins. And then Dr. Oslin at Baylor University is the one who put this little doodad on my bow and also gave me these inlay dots and also really helped me with a lot of my playing. So in the album, I specifically thank those 3 instructors because they make me sound more better, and I'm grateful. So I will now play Ceilings, which was the first single off of this, and the second time we attempted to record it, and the first time it sounded good. A lot of people have said it's their favorite track off the album, which is fun for me.
And the cover. Is this the one with the cover by Zoe? Or is it
Yeah. So my wife Zoe did the watercolor, and she was just doing it for fun, and I was like, may I please use that? And she was like, yeah, sure. She's very good at many things. So I'm grateful to have her as a wife, and also for her to let me borrow that piece of art. Yeah, so this is Ceilings. Neat. Oh, thanks. Fun fact about recording that one, this time. So the first time it was going to be just bass, which is how I normally play it. But, we recorded electric guitar on top of it. This guy. Nice guy, Eddie. But we did all of the, like, primary bass tracking in one day, and then the next day we were doing the auxiliary instruments. And I am a silly boy, because this thing's got frets, which means that these notes don't move as much. So then we recorded this on top of this, and I was like, my intonation here, whether or not it would be technically correct on its own, does not match here. So we had to redo that one with this and then back with this, which is learning experience. It's fine. It's what happens. Let's see. How long have we been going at this point?
Great.
How is the chat? How are you feeling? You have you.
Me and Moose are very active on the chat.
I love that for me.
Actually, we've been going for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. To me, it feels longer, but
It feels longer too.
I guess because we've been like setting up for so long.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will do the track 28 Days next. 28 Days was written on December 2nd, 22. Or like the initial idea was December 2nd. And I remember that very specifically because that's why it's called that. Make sure my volume's all the way down.
Wait, what?
Make sure my volume's all the way down if you're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
So, I got married December 30th, 2022. And I remember I was just kind of like thinking that day on, for the better, but my life was going to be very different at that point. So this piece is kind of just a reflection on the abstract idea of big life changes. For me, very specifically, it was about getting married at that point, but now it's more just a reflection on change in general. But yeah, so this is 28 Days. Not to be confused with the Prince B-side to When Doves Cry 17 Days, which is also a Slimane tune. Neat.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm on board. I know where I am. I was like, who are you? What is this? Okay. So I will do Beatrice next. Beatrice was the first time I'd ever tried to do the like solo jazz standard thing. And I have to thank my friend, the pianist Saul Sanchez. I was playing with him and he introduced me to this tune. I don't know much about jazz, but as I started playing with the UTA jazz guys and he showed me this tune, I was like, this is such a beautiful piece of music. So like I just wanted to play it alone at first, and then it became something that I just really wanted to put on wax, as they say, you know.
Someone said hello, Joe Face.
Hi!
Snafu.
Snafu?
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
Snafu?
Somebody.
I might...
It's a real person.
I might recognize him if I saw the username. I mean, if I saw the, like, you know what I'm saying. But, hello! Thanks for watching. I apologize if I don't remember who you are. But, yeah, so this is Beatrice, and this particular, like, song wouldn't have happened if I had played with Saul, and really, like, Jacob Farren. Oh, sick. Yeah, without, like, Saul Sanchez and Jacob Farr and John Phelps and Daniel Calvi and all those people. So, in particular Saul, but also you guys, the rest of you were fine. I'm just kidding. All right.
It is I, brother-in-law.
Oh, that's Amphy. What up, brubber? Please pat Gilbert's head for me. bass is just such a weird instrument. And I could get into the history, but I won't. Essentially, like, you run into versions across the, like, hundreds of years that, like, had 3 strings or 5 strings or, like, different tunings. What happened? We good?
I think my camera just auto shut off.
Huh.
That was weird. 1 second.
Unclear?
Oh shit, yeah, you're good. Oh, they couldn't hear you earlier when I cut it off. I didn't know that.
Oh. Are we audible?
Yeah, we're audible now.
Audible.com?
Yeah, we're audible.com. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Well, we're working on it. We'll make better soon.
Yeah, we're learning stuff. I appreciate you guys being patient. It's literally been like, I think 2.5 years since I've done a solo live stream. And then the last time that we did one together was like October for ports.
Yeah.
So like, oh, speaking of which, for you ports people, we're sending them out. If you haven't gotten yours yet, you will soon. It's been very fun and very arduous for reasons we'll discuss later.
Yes.
But yeah, it's happening. I guess I'll just put in some spoilers for those of you who did not pre-order the Ports album. It is coming to digital streaming later this summer. My friend Alex Hunter and I like took the idea of the board game and this whole like universe that we're working on and made a bunch of tunes. So it'll be coming at you later this summer. So that'll be fun. But for now, you listen to this album. No other albums. You can listen to no other albums today. So it has been foretold. Okay, so I don't know how many we want to keep doing. But next, I'll do...
Wow.
What?
He said...
Who?
Zach said, do you need a zoomer?
I don't even know what that means.
Like a Gen Z.
Why would I need a Gen Z person? I don't need someone to come in here and be manic.
Manic and play Santa.
So, I'll do... I'm Yours If You Want Me, which was the second single. It's by one of my all-time favorite musicians, Chris Thiele. It's off of his solo album called How to Grow a Woman from the Ground, which is the best bluegrass record I've ever heard that also covers the White Stripes. And I'm deliberately trying to make it sound like what? You can listen to that album tomorrow. Like I said, you can't listen to any other albums today. No other music today. Even if you're playing like a video game, you gotta turn off that soundtrack and play For the Sake of You or this live stream. It's been foretold. So, I'm Yours If You Want Me is just a really fun tune. My wife also likes it for reasons that will become obvious. This one is also very fun to play with band. Leva got rained out, but we're gonna do a version soon that's a trio arrangement essentially. So, I am yours if you want me. And I'm sorry if you do. But I don't have that much to offer to a girl who knows as much as you. I am scared of your body, and I am scared of your soul. am yours if you want me. You can see I'm not mine anymore. Didn't take much to drive me crazy, but I guess I wasn't that sane before. I don't care about my future, and I don't care about your past. Those things come from and lead to right now. They can get the hell out fast. So I am yours if you want me. And you know what now? I think you should. 'Cause I want you to be mine so bad. I promise that I'll make it good. Neat. Ah, thanks. Let's see. Should we wrap there? Or should we do like one more?
Maybe one more just to.
Do people in the audience have any more questions about the record or about what's coming next or about like Pikmin or anything? Oh, sorry.
Your PR.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, I hear that right in my ears.
You're welcome, everybody.
Would you beat Pikmin in how many days again?
Oh yeah, so I finished another playthrough of Pikmin 1 today. That's one of my all-time favorite games. For those of you who know Pikmin 1, I beat it in 16 in-game days. The best I've ever done before that was 19. So, for me, I'm pretty proud. You have to find 30 parts in total. So, like 3 people in the audience will be like, "Oh wow, 16. It's kind of cool."
Why are they so small? The Pikmin, that's what Zach said.
Okay. So first of all, the fact that you haven't played Pikmin is a problem. You need to get your Switch out, make sure it's charged. It's never charged. You need to charge your Switch and play some Pikmin. But canonically, not sponsored. Pikmin are actually about the size of a penny, and Olimar and the captains are about the size of a quarter. Do I need to get closer?
If you want, you should probably try.
So this is actually, this little figure is larger than a life-size Pikmin.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Freaking small.
As you play the games,
He's gonna get his Switch.
Proud of you. It's the bare minimum. You're not doing anything. It's summer vacation. You're not doing anything.
But Moose said play Mario the Thousand Year Door on the Switch.
Not sponsored. Both games are great. If someone in celebration of album release day wants to buy me a Switch copy of Thousand Year Door, I wouldn't be mad. Amazon wish list in bio. That's not true. That's not true. But okay. So yeah, they're little guys. I think to just like add to the wonder of being in like a large world.
Get back. I don't know in reference to what.
Get back, back to where you once belong. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Okay. Oh man, this is so much more fun with another human in the room. Okay. So unless specifically requested, I'll do this one as my last one for this little stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out and listening to the album and enjoying music in general. Because if you don't, a lot of people's lives would be worse. So this was a single that my friend, I mentioned him earlier, Marcus Morales and I recorded in the fall of 2020. Is it appropriate?
It says, according to Google, the current speed run for minimum days of Pikmin 1 is 6 days.
6?
Yeah, we thought it was 15. You said that it was 15.
No, I thought that it was 11.
Oh, 11.
6? Wild.
I love how you're trying to do the calculation.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how could you get there. Can't do that today. Actually, after this, I'm going to record a record with our band TXYZ. So, not today. I won't be trying new Pikmin. But anyway, so this next song was recorded with Marcos Morales, and he helped write some of it as well in fall of 2020, which is a really interesting time to be recording. We had to like wear masks in studio, and we were like hyper vigilant to clean everything. Luckily, it was a really fun and tame environment, and he's a super cool dude. But this song is called Orchid, and it's super inspired by that same oud player Hamza Eldin that I mentioned earlier, and also Tool, because of who I am as a person. I apologize in advance, I do use deodorant. So yeah, this is Orchid, and thanks everybody for watching. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow at the show. Maybe I'll see you somewhere else. I don't know. I only exist in 2 places. Oh, thanks. All right. Any other questions in the chat, or are we good to?
I always forget there's a delay, so we have to wait.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll just see. Otherwise, we might be bouncing. I appreciate everyone hanging out, watching. Yeah, I hope you have a good day. Merch and downloadable things on my Bandcamp. You can also hit up my Patreon for early access to all kinds of nonsense.
Pigs, don't forget the feed pigs.
Oh yeah, right. So yeah, I guess we'll log off then. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
It's over.
Ruido Foggia.